All right, we ready to start this show on the road? Ready? Spider-Man. Yeah, you saw that Spider-Man. So I've been enjoying your cologne, Savage and Creed of the bomb. Shout out to D'Angelo. Appreciate that. If you like that motherfucking, excuse my language, let me tell y'all, this this is my new top five. My new top five is this thing here called Hit Different. This thing called Hit Different. Trying to keep my conversation PG today, but who knows what I might say. But Hit Different. Hit Different. I'll say it like that. That's probably the cleanest way I could say it. It's Hit Different. Definitely send that Hit Different ASAP. Yeah, I was up till about 1:30 in the morning. No, 1:45. I was up to 1:45 in the morning. I just dropped off 2 bags at the post office. I'll be working today as well to get these orders up out of there. I showed y'all the orders. So now the thing about it, so what I showed y'all the orders was 105, but there was orders from like the 29th and the 27th of May. So it really was about 140 orders. So I just shipped off 2 bags. I think I dropped off 70 orders yesterday. 70 orders this morning. I dropped off all the Amazon orders. My man Body Bag, his Body Bag. Somebody let me know when Body Bag get in the chat. Body Bag is all the way from Australia, and I put 2 extra items in for him. Yeah, listen, when I tell you this Hit Different might be the only thing I'm wearing for a minute, because it hit different. And if you got ribs, your ribs should understand when you say Hit Different. I be trying to, whatever come to my brains. People think in debates, even in debates sometimes, I don't be knowing what I'm going to say in the debate until I'm actually in it. Spiritually speaking, I let the Lord take over. Like, real talk. Oh, there you go, Body Bag. I see you, Body Bag. I just dropped off your order, Body Bag. I think I added a hair crack. And an extra oil to your order. So I think so for those that know, Body Bag is an Israelite out there in Australia, and I added an extra hair crack and a body oil to your order. What is the black man weakness was excellent. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to Shapop, because Shapop brought up an excellent point. Was hoes. The only thing we probably should have added was white women. We should have added white women. We should have. Oh, Body Bag said he was gonna buy that next. See, and that's because remember, Body Bag, I told you I was gonna add some extra because of what happened with Amazon. So that's why I added the extra items for you. But what I should have added to the white man's weakness is white women. White women, for some reason, you know how you know white women is about when a black man dates a white woman. You know how you know it's about the hatred for themselves. People think it's just about the hatred of black women. It's not just about the hatred of black women. It's about the hatred of themselves. And you know how you know that it's about the hatred of themselves? Just ask them why they're dating a white woman. If you got a question, always remember, in the chat, if you have a question, I have my phone number pinned. It's 862-224. It's 862-224-9027. That's the number to call. So if you got any question, Brother Monster, if you got a question, just call my phone. My phone is right here. You can call. The number for the school in Ohio. Let me give you the number for the school in Ohio. Hold on. I gotta remember the brother's name. The brother that runs the school in Ohio, he's a captain, but he acts like he's a general. I tell him that all the time. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can find his number. Napataza, I think is his name, the brother's name. Hold on. I ain't got Napataza number saved in here. Okay, here we go. All right, so the number for Napataza is 479-685-9106. That don't seem like his number. Let me make sure. But the number for Napataza, I'm gonna put it in the in the chat. All right. Let me put that in the chat now. Let me come over here. Live chat. This is the number for Ohio. Oh shit. I copied the wrong number. Hold on. I didn't copy the number. Hold up. Let me copy. I thought I copied. There you go. Copy. Let's paste. That's the number for Napataza in Ohio. So if you want the number for Ohio, that's it. What's up, big dog? How you doing? Wait, let me make sure I put that up there. I'm doing good. Oklahoma City. I'm looking for the school. Hold up. I got Oklahoma. Let me find Ayash Kabawat. Hold on. Ayash. No, wait. It's Yagawat. Salaki. Yagawat. Make sure I got the right number. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from, man?
Yeah, this is Pastor Michael Smith. I'm calling from New York.
Okay, Pastor Michael.
Yeah, I know I got.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I know I gotta.
No, you gotta pause.
Yeah,
you gotta pause me. Don't watch the live. You talking to me on the phone.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Alexa, pause.
Okay, you got Alexa working for him. Is Alexa a Christian too?
No, that hole's a hoe.
He called Alexa a hoe. That's crazy. The pastor called Alexa a hoe.
I'm a Hebrew pastor. I'm not one of them pastors in them Christian churches.
Oh, okay. No sweat. All right, what's going on?
I'm the pastor of Illuminati Radio.
Okay, no sweat.
Yeah.
You got a question? You got a question or comment, brother?
Yeah. I enjoy. I just want to say congratulate you because I followed Cross the Line Radio back when it was
Israelite Vibes.
Israelite Vibes.
Yeah. You were OG watcher.
Yes. I followed you all the way back then, and now you got Cross the Line Radio, and I love your progress.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Man, I say, keep up the truth. Keep up the truth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I really don't have any questions. I just, you know what I'm saying?
No,
this is my first time calling in, and you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that. Thank you, brother.
Yeah. Okay. I know you don't. I was about to say something that you don't do.
No. What you gonna say?
I'm gonna say a higher pressure. I know you don't do that.
Oh, you said a higher? Is that the name you said?
Yeah. That's
y'all believe that? Y'all believe you believe that's the name of the Lord?
Yeah. That's what we.
From Exodus, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I apologize.
Ain't no problem. I pray you wake up from that understanding. I pray you wake up from that, because that's not his name. But I pray you wake up from it.
But one thing for sure, two things for certain. We all got all us Israelites got one thing in common. We teach the commandments.
We do teach the commandments.
And that's the most important thing is to wake up the church.
Right, but important about the commandments, we got to know how to call the Lord's name too. If you call it a different name, he ain't gonna hear you.
Yeah, we're gonna have a third.
Yeah, that name is important. You know, in Psalms 83, when you get a chance, read Psalms 83 and the last verse. It says that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth.
Yeah, we're gonna have to agree to disagree with that one, but we agree on everything else. I tell you that.
No sweat, brother. No sweat, brother. No No sweat.
Okay, much love.
All right, no
I was about
problem.
to say how you bless you. I
All
was
right,
about to say
Lord
how
be
you
with
bless
you.
you again.
You can just say, here's how you can just say, Lord be with you. That's how we say it.
Okay, Lord be with you. Lord be
Lord
with
be
you.
with you too. All right.
Okay.
All right. Somebody said, can you not call God, Jesus? I don't understand what Joanne Clark said. Joanne Clark typed in all caps and said, can you not call God, Jesus, Jesus? Oh, I think I understand what you're saying. Now, for you, for some, let's say if you say God, or let's say if you say Jesus, and that's actually a good question, Joanna, because a lot of people get caught up in saying Jesus ain't no letter J, or Jesus is a made-up name, XYZ like that. All Jesus is a translation of Yahushua or Joshua. Jesus in the New Testament is Joshua in the Old Testament. Both of them are referring to the Hebrew name Yahushua. God, depending on the context. Now, most of the time when we say God, we talk about the Most High. But if you was to read in the Hebrew, the word God, it might be angel, it might be judge, could be ruler, could be power. So it just depends. That's why the verse that I read, Psalms 83, it says that men may know that thou whose name alone is Yahweh art the Most High. The Most High what? The Most High God. So you can say God. The reason why I was saying that to the brother is because he professes to be a Hebrew, but he's saying that God's name is Ahaya, and that's not his name. Ahaya is from Exodus, I believe it's Exodus the 3rd chapter, or Exodus 4th chapter, when Moses is sent by the Lord to go do the work, and Moses ignorantly asks Moses ignorantly asks the Most High, what name shall I say? Tell him. And so when the Lord says, tell him I am sent you, or tell him I am that I am, he's checking Moses. He's not actually telling Moses, this is my name. He's checking Moses. And you know he's checking Moses because in the very next verse, when he says, I am the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac and Jacob, Yahweh is my name. He tells you the name after he checks Moses. When y'all say cops behind me, man, listen, man, my license is straight, my ID is straight, I'm hands-free on the car, I got car insurance, and my car is registered. I'm not afraid of the police, man. But I appreciate y'all telling me. Thank you. So, I was talking about that. Now, before I've got a conversation tonight. So tonight, make sure y'all click. If you're on my channel, make sure you click on my live. I have a live tonight at 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock tonight. Hold up. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Tavon Moore, Florida.
What's going on, brother? You got a question or comment?
Yeah, I just need some information. I need what's the location in Florida for the
Florida?
schools?
Hold on 1 second,
Yeah.
all right? Hold on 1 second. Caller, hold on. All right, let me get you the number for Florida. So, all right, let me know when you're ready. Are you there?
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready now.
904
904
405
405
5183.
5183. Appreciate that, brother.
Hey, no sweat. All right. Next caller says Ray on my phone.
Hey, Salam out.
Shalom, you got a question or comment?
Yes, sir. Good morning to you. I had a question about Matthew 24 and 14.
What is that?
That reads, I want to start at 13 first, though. It says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And then 14 says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. My question is, what world is that? Because there's two contexts, right, in the Bible, from what I understand.
Right.
Like, because he said he don't pray to the world, he prays for them, he don't pray for the world.
Right.
So I'm curious, is what he's talking about right here, Christ, that is, the world, is that his people, the nation of Israel, or is it?
Yeah, that's the world from John 3:16. That's that world.
Okay, yeah, that was my question.
Yeah, and reason why I'm saying, read 14 again.
Yes, sir. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world, for a witness unto all nations.
Now,
and then shall the end come.
So the reason why it says preached in all the world and a witness in all nations, because Israel is in those nations. You know what that word would say? Like in the Greek, that word. Well, in the Greek, it would be ethnos.
Ethnos, okay.
Right. And so we know ethnos. Ethnos is going to be everywhere where you see nation or Gentile. So now the translator is using nation to make the point. So, but if he said Gentiles, it would say the same thing. The most important part when he says to the whole world, because like you said, the word world has context. Because in one verse, you can see Christ don't pray for a world. In another verse, it says don't love the world. And then in another verse, it says God loved the world. So people can't act like the word world means the same thing in every context. As I always teach, context supersedes the definition you want to apply. Always. There's not a word on the planet. I'll give you where you from? If you don't mind me asking, what city or state?
Well, I'm from Wyoming, but I'm living in Arizona right now.
Okay, so you might not know this term, or you might. In New York, right? There's a term in Jersey and New York where we'll say, "Are you good?" Right? That phrase, "you good," got about 30 different meanings. That if I say you good, it's like, you gonna stop now? If I say you good, are you okay? If I say you good, I'm gonna whoop your ass, you keep going. Like, it's so many different phrases that come along with the term you good. And it's the same thing in the Bible. Christians try to be literal. Like, they think that they're breaking down the text, but they're really literal. Like, we'll read every other book on the planet and get the understanding, but when it comes to the Bible, now all of a sudden your indoctrination takes over.
They're literal, man, but they're not spiritual. They don't see
facts
past that.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. But was that it, brother? You had another question or no?
You know what? If you have time, I do have another one.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you don't mind. So I listened to the sister the other day about Leah and Rachel, and he hated Leah, but he loved Rachel. And then I heard the devil talking about
he didn't hate Leah. Don't say it.
Right. Yeah, but he loved Rachel more, right?
Yeah. So
it makes sense.
Yeah. So just for teaching purposes, he was in love with Rachel. He was never planning on marrying Leah, and then Leah was given to him. So he had genuine love for Rachel. That's who he worked 7 years for. Leah was given to him, so it was different. But now,
so the reason,
this ain't just for you. This is a little deeper. But the Lord, you know that the Lord loved Leah, because Leah was the one that was fruitful from the gate. And when it says Leah was tender-eyed, Leah had more care. Rachel, she was the pretty one. Them pretty women, they don't have the care that the tender-eyed one ain't even talk about her being ugly. It's talk about her having a care. She cared. She loved Jacob, and she loved being that nurturer. That's why she started popping them babies out ASAP. Rachel was barren for a time, and then Rachel had the kids. But you can go ahead.
Yes, sir. So then I listened to a devil talk. I think his name is Sam Shimon or something. And he tried to compare the hate and the love for Jacob and Esau, like that, as far as that goes, like Rachel and Leah, right?
God damn, who did that?
His name is Sam Shimon.
Sam Shimon. I hear that name a lot, right? I hear that name a lot. I haven't really watched anything of his, but I hear that name, and he's like somebody that Christians kind of look up to. Or something like that.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I would definitely like to have a conversation with him and beat the shit out of him. I would beat the shit out
But
of him.
I'll be honest with you, I feel like Obadiah just obliterates that theory, right? Because Obadiah is talking about farewell to Esau.
Yeah, but you know, I would stay right there. Like I would say, okay, if he makes that comparison, show me where Jacob. You got to make them show where Jacob hated Leah. That's like you're right about the Obadiah aspect, but there ain't
Yeah.
no verse that says that Jacob hated Leah. Now maybe I'll check. Maybe you can search. I mean, is
Yeah.
there a verse that says that Jacob hated Leah? I ain't never heard that.
I think there might be, right off the top of my head, I think there is, but I'd have to look it up myself also.
Yeah, let me Google it. Let's Google. Let me Google. Let Google might help us. Let me see. Did Jacob hate Leah? Let me see. Oh wait, let me see. Let me see. It says the biblical text states that Jacob hated Leah. Wow. So now let's read it. Let's see.
Where's it at, brother? If you don't mind me asking.
Now I'm about to search it now.
Okay. It's got to be it.
Okay, so now when it says, it doesn't say that Jacob hated. So in Genesis 29 and 31, let me go here. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find parking now. So it says, I'm gonna start at Genesis 29 and 29. And Laban gave to Rachel his daughter Bilhah her handmaid to be a maid, and he went in also unto Rachel, and he also loved Rachel more than Leah, and served him yet 7 other years. Verse 31. And when the Lord saw that Leah was hated, he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren. So it's not a hate like he did anything. It's not a hate like despising. It's almost like favoritism, which is
he just loved Rachel more than he loved Leah.
Right now. But the Lord saw that, and that's what I was saying earlier. Rachel was tender-eyed, meaning you can argue that Rachel was the one. Leah was the one that the Lord was with. That's what you can argue. And the reason why you can argue that Leah was the one that the Lord was with is because the Lord opened up her womb.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord did not open up Rachel's womb. Because
even though Jacob wanted, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're right. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I said even though Jacob wanted Rachel, he got Leah because that's what the Most High wanted.
That's what the Most High wanted. That's correct. And that's why in the law, what does it say in the law? If you have a wife, one that you love and one that you hate. So now, with that said, the hate that Jacob had with Leah was favoritism. The hate of Jacob and Esau, God created.
Right.
Which is the difference. God created Jacob and Esau to not like each other. God created Esau to be hated. God, the sole purpose for God being, Esau and Jacob having the issues that they have is because God wanted it so. God wanted Jacob and Esau to be at odds. That was the purpose that they was born. The hatred that Jacob had for Leah was more so he was addicted to Rachel.
It was a preference.
Yeah. Leah, he cared for her more, loved her more. So it's a difference. You can't even put those two together.
Okay, yeah. I seen he try to do that.
Right.
He tried to do that.
Yeah, I wish he would have that. I would love somebody tell Sam Shimon, Captain Tazaryach said, face a real nigga. No, don't say nigga. Yeah. Say face a real Israelite. Say it like that. Come face a real Israelite. I would love to have that conversation.
Right on, brother.
All right.
Sounds good, man.
No problem.
All right, man. I appreciate
brother.
you.
Take care.
Have a good one.
All right.
You too.
You too. What I was talking about before was another thing. When you ask a black man why he dates a white woman, Just listen to the reasons why. Can I zoom this in a little? Oh, I can. All right, I'm gonna put it like that. Just listen to the reasons why. When you listen to the reasons why a black man dates a white woman, it's gonna all be against black people. They immediately gonna start disrespect. Listen, if I dated, now me personally, I think if I had to scan through my life, most of my women have been probably dark skinned. I might have had like, when I'm saying dark, let's say brown skin. I probably had like, a few red bones, a few light skinned women, but most of them have been brown skinned, brown or dark, right? But when you ask me why I like them, it's a preference. So that has nothing to do with, there ain't like light-skinned women are conceited, dark-skinned women are not, or dark-skinned women are conceited, light-skinned women are not. I don't have that argument. It's just a preference. It's just a legit preference of brown and dark-skinned women as opposed to light-skinned women. It's just a preference. But when you see somebody start downing black women because they want to date white women, it's always for some nasty, I hate black women shit. And really, you just hate yourself. And that's facts. So now, topic. So tonight at 8 o'clock, I was also talking about this. Tonight at 8 o'clock, I'm going to be having this conversation with this brother, Dwayne. Now, this brother, Dwayne, be on TikTok. I'm going to scroll through my TikTok real fast, because sometimes he be live. Hey, shalom, Yabashim Shabbatah. Shalom, Yabashim Shabbatah.
Shalom, Yabashim Shabbatah.
What's up, Bob?
I got a question. I'm from the tribe of Gad. And
Right.
when I read the word, it's kind of hard to keep track of it. Like, if you got any advice on how do I read? How do I look more into them?
Say that one more time.
Follow up on it. How do I follow up on the story of Gad, like the Gadites? I want to read more into their history. How do I go about doing that?
In the Bible or outside the Bible?
Both.
Outside the Bible, you can get a book called Lost Tribes in Promised Land. Get a book called Black Indians. Lost Tribe in Promised Land is excellent because it shows you they spoke Hebrew, goes into their customs, goes into their cultures, being connected directly to the Israelites. Genesis 49, Deuteronomy 33, you can read them two together. Genesis 49 is about the curses. Deuteronomy 33 is about the blessings they would get. And then you can read about them, like I said, Lost Tribe and Promised Land. It's another book written by, I think, Joseph Adair. Hold on one second. Caller, hold on. It's another book written by Joseph Adair, but I can't remember the name of that one. But if you start with those two, you should be good to go.
I appreciate that, Adawan.
Hey, no
I
sweat.
really want to do some more research. If you got any more books, I'd appreciate it if you could send them to me.
Yeah, try to contact Tazaryach. He'll have a litany. Or if you watch the 12 tribe chart breakdown, he goes.
I watched that. That was amazing.
Yeah, but he'll list the books in there. Like he lists the books in there. Like fast forward to when he's talking about Gad, and he'll list the books. He'll list the books right in there. All right, no sweat out. All right, shalom. Next caller says 310-365.
Yeah, that's me. I'm Pastor Michael Smith again. I forgot to tell you something. Your General Yohana,
Right.
A great man, and he said a word years ago, and everybody is copying what he's saying today.
What'd he say?
What word do you think that is?
What, no sweat?
Nope.
I don't know. You gotta tell me.
Diabolical. I remember he said that when he was on the street preaching. I see what. Yeah, and he's the first one that started saying that name. And every time I look on YouTube, everybody and their mama is saying diabolical.
That's right. Hold on one second. To Toombs in the chat, you say I'm not social. I like to call. The number is pinned to the top. The number to call is 862-224-9027. You know what other word he said that other people should emulate? You know what other word?
What's that?
Yahweh?
Yeah, we're gonna have to disagree to agree with that one.
Where did you learn Ahaya from? Where did you learn that from?
Come on. We know. You guys call them bubble-eyed blackfish.
Right, you talk about Ricard, right? Right? Now, who taught Ricard?
Well, we know. One West.
Nah, General Yohana. General Yohana raised that boy. General Yohana raised him. And because General Yohana wouldn't start saving white people, that's why Ricard left and made up Ahaya. So, I mean, why go to the student when you can just learn from the master? Just trying to help you out. That's all. Just trying to help you out. That's all. Just trying to help you out.
Yeah.
Hey, while I got you, I've never asked a GOCC member this question, right? So I want to ask you this question now. How did you feel after that first battle that Ricard had with James White?
You talking about that Jewish guy?
Yeah, then the first battle that Ricard had with James White, when he was arguing the Ahaya, and then James White pulled out the Dead Sea Scrolls. Because remember, when he was arguing Ahaya with the white boy, he was saying that the Jesuits and stuff changed the name and everything like that. And then James White pulled out the Dead Sea Scroll that predated the Jesuits, and it showed Yahweh. How did you feel after that first debate?
Yeah, we didn't have to disagree to agree with that one.
No, I'm asking you how you felt. I don't even know how you felt to agree or disagree.
Because it's more to that. It's more to that. And that's why we stay stern on.
No, I'm not asking about the breakdown. I'm asking, how did you feel after the debate? Did you feel like he won? Did you feel like he lost? Like, how did you feel?
I feel like he won. I feel like he won.
The white boy?
Oh, no.
You thought Ricard beat? So you thought in that first debate, you thought Ricard beat the white boy?
Yeah.
Man, you smoking crack, brother. I gotta
stay behind the brother.
Yeah, you got. It's just a debate. Somebody losing the debate don't mean he ain't a brother. But when he battled that white boy mopped the floor with him. Yeah, wipe the floor.
Yeah, I gotta stay behind. I gotta stay behind who you call bubble-eyed blackfish. I gotta stay behind.
You see, you the only one said that name. I called him Ricard the whole time.
Oh, well, okay.
When you go back and play this back, you gonna see you the only one called him bubble-eyed. I called him Ricard.
Well, that's what One West. That's what your leaders. That's what your leaders call them.
Yeah, I call him that. I just didn't call him that today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then one more thing.
Wait, before you go into that, times, you could be a white boy. You can still call. I take white boys' questions. Don't be afraid. You saying you're not social, but you sure doing a lot of typing. You could just call the number 862-224-9027, and you can ask your question. You said you had one more. Go ahead, brother. All right, wait. I got it. Wait, let me rephrase this. Because you're in GOCC, are you Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian?
Judah.
Okay, you Judah. I had to check because y'all got white boys in your white boys and white. Hey, do y'all? Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Can y'all date white women in GOCC?
No. See, the thing about the scripture says, "Thou shalt say, surely our fathers have inherited lives." Now,
wait. Before you go into it, let me just take this call. Hold on. But I'm gonna come right back to you. Hold on. Caller, hold on. So you were saying, surely our father inherited lies.
Yeah. So so it's not about hating white people.
I ain't say nothing about hating white people. I'm just asking, can you marry a white woman or white man in GOCC? That's what I'm asking.
Oh no, that's a no, and they cannot come to the Passover either.
So y'all white people don't come to y'all Passover?
Hell no.
But they in y'all congregation.
If there's a white person in the congregation, it's because we found out that they are not white.
Hey, what I need my audience to do, I need to get them pictures from GOCC and their events where they got the white people there. Y'all don't have white people in y'all school?
If there is a white person that is within the congregation, it's because they're not white. You understand? We've been scattered.
Wait. You don't have to say that. You don't have to say that to me, because I understand they can look white but not be white. I just need to get a yay. I just need to get a yay or nay. Are there white people in GOCC? Yay or nay?
Well, I can say yay because there is multiple GOCC camps, and I don't know who's in every camp. You understand?
Ask me if there's white people in ISUPK.
Well, I know you're going to say no.
Right. You know why? Because we don't allow it. And if you believed that y'all didn't allow it, you would say no too. The reason why you won't say no is because if Ricard's teaching that white people can get saved, then Ricard has white people in GOCC.
He's not teaching that white people can get saved.
Yes, he is.
Because we know Christ did not come for no other nation but Israel.
If Ricard knew that, he would have never left Commander Geniana. If he knew that. If Ricard knew that salvation was only for Israel, there would be no reason to leave ISUPK. He left ISUPK.
You do know that.
He don't know it because he's teaching white people. Aren't y'all a light to the Gentiles, non-Israelites?
He's teaching white people because white people must know the law as well. Because
once again, no, they don't. Not in today's time. So you're saying white people need to know the laws of God in today's time?
If they're going to follow it, because either they're going to follow it or
where's that? What? Show me that in the Bible. Show me that.
Okay, I give you an example. In the kingdom.
No, you can't say in the kingdom because we're not in the kingdom. I said in today's time. And the kingdom is different. In the kingdom, everybody gonna learn. Everybody gonna obey. Nobody's gonna argue with you there. In today's time, where does it say we got to go teach white people God's law?
It don't, but in fact,
Did y'all wait before you go? Wait. Did y'all hear how low he tried to say that? He said it don't, but he got loud with the but. But when he said it don't, he was like it don't. But I appreciate I do appreciate your honesty for saying it don't.
But what I'm saying is, if we're at camp and a white person happens to sit and listen, are we not to teach them?
That's not what I'm talking about. So you could be at camp, right? Because at camp you're in a public forum, so you don't have no control over that. But when you go to your classroom, right? You go to
ain't no white person coming to the classroom. That's a no.
That's cap. Y'all got white people. I need my shotgunners on Instagram, text message, WhatsApp, whatever. I need the pictures because, brother, I'm glad you remember Israelite Vibe and Cross the Line Radio, so you know how this go. I'm definitely making a clip out of you. And as you say, ain't no white people in GOCC, I'm going to just flash the pictures of white people in GOCC.
Once again, what I got to say to that is, if another nation happens to come around and ask a question or or want to know about this or want to know about that, is it not wrong
Listen,
or right to teach
I remember when I did my first cookout in Harlem. I
know that hair might.
No, that's the second one. But when I did my first cookout in Harlem, there was a brother from GOCC. His name was Gabar. Gabar came and chopped it up, and he said, "Hey man, we want to help y'all with the cookout." I think it was the first one, might have been the second one. And I remember telling him, I said, "Man, you know white people gonna be there, right?" He said, "No. We know how y'all get down. Ain't no white people." So it's known that y'all have white people in y'all shit, man. Sorry to disappoint you, man. And you just admitted that there ain't no law that say there ain't no scripture that says that we got to teach them in this time.
I mean, if, like I said, if what happens to, like, if a white person asks us a question,
I just told the white boy. Listen, I just told the white boy to call into my show.
There you go.
Right.
That's what
that white boy can't come to 2279 3rd Ave, Harlem, New York, and come sit in my classroom, though.
Oh no, that's a no.
No, y'all do, but I'm telling you, y'all do. Just listen. When you get off the phone with me, just go do your own research.
What camp is that? That's not the New York camp.
The whole organization. The whole organization allows white people.
And I don't even think that's the California camp either.
Yeah,
what camp is that has white folks?
Lord be with you, young man.
But then one more question. You was speaking about and nobody is
this gonna be the last question. This gonna be the last question because I got another call.
About the camp HOI, I think they're in North Carolina, who had the woman dressed up as a man teaching class.
I don't know about that. Send me that video.
You pointed that out.
Oh, that wasn't. Wait. But let's just get context though. That was not HOI at all. That was some off-brand group. I think Soldiers of Yahweh or something like that. That was not HOI whatsoever. That was not them.
Okay.
Yeah, that was not them.
Okay.
And you see, most important thing you said was I called them out because that's what I do. I don't have respect of persons. But that was not HOI. There was another group, and they had a whole dyke teaching. So they took the dyke by the tree and said, "Pull your rod out. Let me see your rod."
Yeah. I don't understand how the other camps. I don't understand how the other camps.
But now, with that said, with that said, that was a black woman though. That wasn't a white woman.
And how do they not have the discernment?
Listen, brother, you can't do that right now.
I know, here you go.
Because y'all don't have discernment on the name of the Lord. You don't have discernment on white people. You think you got to teach white people in this time. What you just try to do is what we call spinning. When you spinning, you try to spin off the subject and you getting your ass smacked on this subject so you can talk about them. Now, that happened in October. Them brothers repented from that. We exposed it. The dyke took a test, and what's crazy is they gave her an estrogen test or some shit like that. Like they went through full lengths. Listen. She sent the video where she popped the rod out the boxer hole, all kind of stuff. But with all that said, you spinning. We ain't talking about them right now. You spinning.
But I think even if an Arab wants to learn, I think.
And this is why you in GOCC, because God said, "Gather yourselves together, O nation not desired." He didn't say gather yourselves with other nations. He said, "Gather yourselves together, O nation not desired." We supposed to gather with each other.
The gathering is one thing, but if another nation wants to learn, I don't see nothing wrong with
Boy, that Christianity pouring out your soul right now. This is why you in GOCC. So you can go teach all nations, man. Go do your, listen, brother, go wake up the white man, the African, the Arab, the Chinese, do your thing. As for me and my house, we gonna serve the Lord and wake up our people. It's a pleasure talking to you, brother. I do gotta take the next call.
Okay, shalom.
Wait. Before you go, I want you, when you get time, I just want you to go and look on the live stream. This is just one. GOC graduation, Glen Oaks Community College. This is not real. This can't be real. This can't. Make sure. Okay, I don't want to put this can't be real. This can't be the real GOCC. I'm not gonna put this up because I don't think this is the real GOCC. I think some nigga tried to troll me just now. So you can go, brother. You can go because this okay. Hey, shalom. For this GOCC, he sent me, not you, brother. You good. Right, let me hang up on him. 346, give me 1 second. When I'm saying, I hung up by mistake. When I'm saying GOCC, I'm talking about the Gathering of Christ Church. That's the name of the group. Somebody sent me graduation Glen Oaks Community College. Somebody sent me a picture of Gathering Glen Oaks Community College. That's not what I'm talking about. GOCC stands for the Gathering of Christ Church. Caller, what's your name? Where you call from?
Shalom, Cap. This is Dwayne.
What's going on, Dwayne? You got a question or comment?
I do have a comment or a statement, sir. I have wanted to. It's something that I say that been on my heart to say. I ran into.
Wait, before you go,
sir.
I just hid this brother of my channel named Ephro Grove asking niggas for email in my chat. This is not the place to pander. This nigga in here pandering to a white man saying, I'm smarter than Cap, I know more than Cap. Listen, man, do that on your own time. Don't get in here and pander to me on my channel. Go ahead, brother, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. First and foremost, I want to say shout out to Commander General.
That's right. That's right.
I think he's a very powerful leader, a very powerful brother. And I say throughout my years, though, just listening to him, even in small bits as help. Mm-hmm. Also, with shout out to you too, Captain.
Oh, most high Christ, brother.
And Captain Tazaryach. And I say that because it was years ago. I was brought to a ISUPK camp, mm-hmm. and you actually just left it not too long ago. You was in Houston, right. Off of Belford, close to Broadway. I used to stay off of Broadway. Okay. And I used to be out there by myself at that intersection, just teaching the word with a microphone, just right. Be me. And one of the brothers pulled up on me in the bus, and I didn't know he was Israel, but we got to talking. When we set a later date to meet up, we met up, we talked some more, and then I got invited to the camp. I went one time, and at this time I wasn't prepared. I wasn't in the state of mind that I am in today's time, where I can actually see what ISUPK is teaching and saying, and see how correct it was and how wrong I was, I'll say. And that brother showed me. He showed me excellent brotherhood, and right. I did not return that favor. I feel
you should go to the school and talk to him. You should go to the school and tell him.
Yeah, I definitely do want to do that. I actually don't stay in Houston anymore. I actually stay in Ohio, and I wanted to see if I can get that Houston camp number so I can reach out to them and actually talk to their brother.
Let me give you the number for Houston.
Yes, sir.
Let me know when you're ready.
Give me one moment, Captain. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to text it to your number so I can have it. All right, I'm ready.
832.
Got you.
236.
236.
9322.
9322.
Yep.
And I'm sending it now. So I do want to say that. And there was one thing I want to say before I get off, Captain. There's one thing that Commander Junior Hunter said a while back. I don't know what platform it was on, but he was speaking on how nowadays we have so many avenues to make that money, so many avenues as far as when back then it wasn't as so, and I took that like the avenues as far as like at the time what I did was like DoorDash and Lyft and Uber and stuff like that. So I kind of took that to heart to say, you got to get up and you got to do what necessarily is to provide, because it has been a struggle. But that has been one of the things that always stuck to me is what he said. He's like, right. You can make it. You have all these avenues to do so. And I say, every time I listen to him, he's very powerful, brother. So I want to say thank you to the ISUPK and thank y'all for the work that y'all doing. Yes, sir. And I appreciate it, Captain. Thank you.
No problem. Appreciate you too, brother. Lord be with you.
Thank you.
All right.
Shalom.
Shalom. Somebody said in the chat, a lot of man worship in the chat. I don't know what you talking about. But let me read this Bible verse. Let me read this Bible. You say a lot of man worship. I don't know about that. You would have to show me, man. If y'all could show me man worship in ISUPK, I would love to hear it and see it. But there is a verse I want to look for. God damn, that word is in the Psalms a lot. Proverbs 27:2. Proverbs 27:1 says, boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. Verse 2, let another man praise thee, and not thine own mouth. So giving a man praise is in the Bible. You just can't. Why do y'all? I'm not, man. Hey, Cap, can you give an update on the shipment of oils? For you that ordered the clout, I just dropped off that order. So because I was out of town, so I'm almost like, so a lot of people don't know, but the Call Gas is almost like a one-man show. I almost do it all myself. So when I was out of town in Houston, when y'all got the pre-transit, I think on the 27th and the 29th, I didn't ship it till I got back. So I just dropped it off this morning. So you'll be getting those soon, all right? Now, what I was talking about, I got to get into this subject, right? This subject here I got to get into. Hold on. Mike who? I got to get into this subject here. I want y'all to look at this photo. Now, y'all remember last week when I was talking about, matter of fact, let me show this first. Last week, I was telling y'all about women. Where this video at? I was telling y'all about women that walk around naked, that walk around their house naked, walk around their kids naked, right? So I'm going to show you this video first. I'm going to try to make it as big as possible. I want y'all to watch the video. I want y'all to watch this video. I'm going to play it a couple times. It's only 9 seconds. This back when COVID was in, and when COVID was in, you had the, the kids was at home school, and the teachers was teaching online. Look at this shit, man. Wait, hold on, let me get the volume. Hold on, my bad, let me get the volume.
Oh my God, who was that back there naked?
Who is that back there naked?
No, turn your camera off, take me on.
And you see she ran away? You see she ran away? Look, watch it again.
Baby. Oh my God, who was that back there naked? No, turn your camera off, take me on.
Now, this woman is casually just walking in front of her son. Her son sees the camera, sees her, and looking at her and wondering, like, why would a mother walk around like that? That's how black women is walking around? This ain't a black woman thing. This is how women walk around kids. And you wondering why your son is over-sexualized, want to touch booty, want to touch breasts, want to do all these things. He's over-sexualized because you over-sexed him. You sexed him. I always say, like, the first titties and ass shouldn't be a child's first look of titties and ass shouldn't be their mama. Now, here's the difference. When a child is breastfeeding, that's different, but a child stops breastfeeding at what, like 2 years old? So they don't even have that concept. This a whole grown kid in class, camera on. You know how even worse it is? This woman knows that he's in class and still walks in front of the camera naked. Just hilarious. Another one. Prince, Waters put in the chat. Just hilarious was another one. Took pictures with her son. Matter of fact, before I show this new picture, let me show y'all that picture. I actually just did this, I think, last week. This is just hilarious. Hold on. Wait, let me see. View image. This is just hilarious with her son. She asshole naked with her son. That leads me to today. So on my Facebook, I saw this today on Facebook. So I almost, I really contemplated if I was going to post this or not. I really did, because when I saw this, wait, hold on. Damn, I got to let me go to my channel. Because when I was really contemplating if I was going to share this or not. Because it's damn near, I was contemplating if I was going to share this or not because of the nakedness of the mother. This is a mother saying she having a birthday party for her son. This is how she dressed. Look at this. That's the mother and her son for the birthday. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Shalom, Kat. How you doing?
What's going on? You got a question or comment?
Yeah, I got a question on First John chapter 5, verse 20.
What about it?
I was wondering if you could give me a breakdown on that.
What does it say?
And we know that the Son of God has come and has given us an understanding, that we may know him who is true. And we are in him who is true, in his Son, Jesus Christ. This is the true God and eternal life.
When it says, the part that says that we are in his Son, who's the his in that verse?
Father.
So the Father and Jesus the same?
But I'm asking, like,
you asked for, you said you want an understanding of this verse. So I'm asking you, is the Father and the Son the same?
In what sense? Like,
Caller, hold on. Hey, before you continue, hey, I want to show this to y'all real fast. Hold up, let me make sure it ain't leaking. Hold on 1 second. Make sure it's not leaking. Hey, y'all, I got this new mixer here. This mixer got a damn power button on it. Watch this. It mixed my shit up. Look at that. That's fire. So I just charged it up, and now I got my portable shaker, so I ain't got to shake up or do any of that no more. That shit fire. Shit fire. Look, it's mixing the whole thing up. So when I drink it, it's gonna mix it up, and then I could just drink it, and the shit just be smooth. I think I got this off of I might have got it off of Amazon. I'm gonna check and see if I got it off of Amazon or not. All right. Now the question I asked you was, it said in that verse, 1 John, it says the his you said was the Father, and so I asked you, was the Father and the Son the same? That's the question I asked you.
Yes.
They're not the same. How can they be the same?
Because it says we are in him who is true.
That's not what I asked you. I didn't ask you about.
I'm showing you why they're the same, brother. I'm showing you why they're the same, brother. That's what I'm trying to do. It says that we may know him who is true, and we are in him who is true.
The in him that is true. Wait. The in him that is true is the Father, right?
So that's Christ.
No,
Christ.
no. This is why you can't teach and don't know the Bible. And we know that the Son of God has come and have given us, I'm reading the verse. And we know that the Son of God has come and have given us an understanding that we may know him that is true, and we are in him that is true, even in his Son. The his and the him are the same person, which is the Father. That's why it says, even in his Son, Jesus Christ. So when it says
we're in Christ,
we're in the Father and in Christ.
So we're in both of them. So they're the same.
No, they're not. They're not the same. They're not the same.
You just said we're in him who is true, and we're both in the Father and in the Son. So only the Father's true and the Son's not true?
No, that's not what I said. When it says this is the true God, that's not talking about Christ. That's talking about
But eternal life is Christ,
brother.
Because if you go up in the chapter, it says if you have Christ, you have Christ.
The reason why you get hung up. The reason why you get hung up on. The reason why you get hung up on is because you don't have simple understanding and you're rude and ignorant.
How am I rude, brother?
Because as I'm trying to explain to you, you blurting out. So now the him and the his is talking about the Most High. Even in his Son Christ, when it says this is the true God, that's talking about the Most High. The eternal life is through Christ. So we can't be in the Father without being in Christ. This is no different than when Christ said, but they're not the same. You keep saying
How are they not the same if you can't have one without the other?
No different than you couldn't have the Father without going through Moses beforehand. Because nobody is the head of every man Christ?
Yes.
Who's the head of Christ?
The Father.
So how can Christ be the Father if the head of Christ is the Father?
Because he's the Son. That's his role in the Godhead. That's his position.
Hey, what's going on, Charles? How you doing today?
I'm doing good, Cap. Sorry you had to just go through that, man. That's crazy.
I can't keep talking, man. I can't keep talking.
Yeah.
But
I got you, Cap. I just wanted to get to the subject matter, and we've been through this a couple of times within the last month, probably 3 or 4 times, with women dressing the way they dressing and whatnot, and taking. Yeah, the black. I'm only gonna talk about our people. You know what I'm saying? Like dressing certain ways, and then, as you would say, over sexualizing themselves, because that's the world we live in today. I remember it was a time where a girl that was living on a roof with parents, if she put on something, skimpy or whatever, her mother or father tell her, get your ass back in the house and put on some clothes or whatnot. Yeah. Women used to wear dresses below their knees.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? You saying that? I remember they used to try to make fun of the women of our day, my day, because they used to wear that gown. They used to have that gown on all day. They would have that gown on, but they would be fully dressed. They wasn't running around naked. These motherfuckers, man, just running around naked like it ain't shit.
Mm-hmm. And the crazy thing about it is like how social media is, because we have progressed with technology and stuff like that. Women are not mysterious to men anymore.
No, not at all.
You go out half naked, we can see all your stuff. We ain't got to worry about, oh man, I gotta court this girl. She's giving it all up just from her appearance. That lets you know their mental state, where they at. What would make someone want to dress like that? And I know you always say, like, especially about sexual things, about what people do in the bedroom, everybody don't have to know or won't know because it's inside. That's between two people inside the bedroom.
Right.
You're giving it up for the world to see, like you're advertising something. And somebody had put in the comments before, it's a ritual that they're doing or something. I have no idea what it is.
I wouldn't get caught up in that.
Yeah, I just think it's tasteless. And it just shows where our people is right now, like with everything going on and whatnot. And don't get me wrong, things do change from old school to new school, but back in the day, you had a two-parent home. You know, parents were. But now it's we got super women that are supermen. You had on your Instagram a picture of a she-man or whatever that looked like he-man, but it was a woman.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like just. I feel that women think dressing like that make them feel empowered, like they have a power when they dress tasteless. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna attract. I mean, they say it just like this: shit attract flies.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why we call it and talk about that, because this is the third or fourth time.
It's like a third or fourth time. I was saying this when I was sitting down with the brother when we was doing the interview, like. You don't, all you gotta, if you want to see, like there was a time where like social media has encouraged nakedness to the point where women believe that that's a flex now. Like there's nothing natural about the shit. Like why would I remember, man, when I was in the world, my partners used to try to get me to go to the strip club, right? In my lifetime, I've been to the strip club 3 times in my life. Never giving a woman money. And I remember my boy J-Ho in Jersey City. Me and J-Ho, he take this. So I just come home from the military. And I ain't seen my partners in a while. So J-Ho, he take me to the bar. We go to the strip club. And so as we in the club, he's giving me money to give to the stripper. I put the money in my pocket. He said, "Why ain't you giving the money?" I said, "Why do I got to give money when I could see it for free? Like right here. It's like right in my face." And so I say that to say Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, that's the new strip club. Because now, think, in the strip clubs, they usually have on like lingerie, bra, something like that. Social media, lingerie, bra, something like that. You're getting the strip club online. So why would a woman think that a man is gonna respect you? The first thing, if every woman that dressed like that on social media, no nigga's gonna respect you. You're telling them, I only want dick and your money. That's all you're telling them. There's no flex, there's no enticement, there's none of that. None of that. And so, like Loyalty made a point in the chat to say they expect to be paid, because she's right. Like they've made it their career now. That's their career. So now they ain't got no choice but to get naked every day. But then want to get respect. They don't want to be called bitch. They don't want to be called hoe, or you gonna pay for this hoe. That's why now what they're saying, you got to they know your loyalty by you cash app them. Women have turned themselves into prostitutes. Today's woman is a prostitute. Today's woman is a prostitute.
And that goes back. I'm gonna make this real quick. That goes back to what you were talking about the other day about Zion Williamson. It's like a trap. These women, they dress a certain way to attract a certain type of man. Now you're trapped because you dealt with them.
Right.
Now she's gonna extort the hell out of you.
Yeah.
And we see this over and over and over and over and over again. Over again.
Facts.
It's crazy, King. It's crazy.
It's absolutely crazy. And that's why I wanted to talk about it.
Yeah. All right, Cap. I appreciate your time, man.
Hey, no sweat, brother.
All right. You have a good day, man.
You too. Sail over though. It's 30. It's 30. Somebody just messaged me because they wanted to get this here. They wanted to get that hit different. And ladies, if you want to get hit different, get your man to hit different. Brother wanted to add it to his order, which I'm adding it. Only thing is the sale is over. So that's 30. Shalakia. And y'all, let me tell you, if I can highlight the fellas, well, I love the sisters too. So for my business, here's what I noticed with the business. The ladies love the butters, the brothers love the oils. Like now, ladies buy oils and brothers buy the butters, But I say the ladies love the brothers a lot. So, and I do gotta send. Don't worry, ladies. You know I never forget about y'all because I love the ladies. If there's anybody that love the ladies, you know I do. I just told y'all if you send me a text with the heart, if you send me hit different with a heart, that's gonna let me know you might want to, you know, do a little courting. You know what I mean? Trying to, you know, that's how good this oil is. This oil is so good, make me want to get another rib. That's how good this oil is. So if you hit me on Instagram, Facebook, or text, just put hit different with a heart, and I'll take you from there. Shalom, Mark. Yeah, what's up, Shabbat?
Yeah, but what's going on with you,
Kat? What's going on, brother? How you doing today?
Oh, it's a while. Hey, Kat, you got some hair growth type joint, like my
hair crack.
Grow.
Hair crack.
It'll make my facial hair.
Yeah. Yep. It'll tighten you all up.
Yeah.
It'll tighten you all up. Yeah.
All right.
Listen, it's so good. Listen, it's so good. My family in the world. My cousin Robin. Right. So I got a cousin that's Jewish. My cousin Robin. It's by marriage. Her, my mother's sister married a white man. Right. She's actually my first cousin. Right. She's older than me. So she hits me up. And here's the crazy part. This how I know the Bible freed my mind. We used to think my cousin was black because my aunt was black. Like, you know, when you grow up in the hood, if anybody might relate to this, when you grow up in the hood, you'll believe that whatever the mother is, that's what the child is.
Yeah.
So, right. And my cousin Robin, my cousin, she acts black. Like, you wouldn't think she Jewish. You would think that she black. There's nothing Jewish about her. Nothing at all. So, but she hits me up and she's like, is the sale going? Now, and my other cousin just hit it. She's in my damn chat right now. This is my other cousin. Now, she full black. Alicia, shout out to you, sis. Because I should say. So, but my cousin hits me up, and so she wants to know if I got the sale because she wants to buy some of the hair crack. The first thing I said was, how you know about the hair crack? And she was like, Taronda, which is my sister, she was like, Taronda was telling me about it. It's making her hair grow. And then I found out that my aunt, her mother, ordered online as well. So I actually added some more products. So that's how good the shit is. My family in the world, she came and bought like 5. She came to my house and bought like 5 of them.
Oh, okay.
So that's how good that's how good it is. You know what I mean? I can give you testimonies. You know what I'm saying? If you go on my Instagram, Instagram page, I got a photo posted of this sister that sent a before and after. So she sent a before picture and an after picture of the spot in her hair that wouldn't grow. She started using that hair crack and it grew.
Oh shit, crazy.
Maria Stevenson just put in the chat, said it's working for her.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna put it over there right now.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, Kat. Oh yeah, I'm with it. I appreciate it. Hey, Kat, I'm gonna ask you real quick. Do you use what's that? Chat GP? I forgot what it is. GPT,
yeah, you can use Chat GPT, but you got to use Chat GPT with a grain of salt.
Okay.
Because I think they asked Chat. Listen, I think they asked Chat. I think they was the. What's the Constitution? Was the Constitution? I saw this link, right? Was the Constitution written by AI? Let me see something. There was somebody showed where it said that the Constitution was written by AI. So when it comes to, hold on 1 second. Caller, hold on. So like when it, oh shit, I hung up on both of them by mistake. Hold on. Hey, my bad, Doc. Hold on. When I was bridging the other call. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Hold on 1 second, caller. Hey, but you gotta mute me to the brother I just joined. You gotta mute me so we don't hear your background.
Okay.
Appreciate it. So, what was he talking about, Alizar? What was he talking about?
You talking about the chat GPT?
Oh yeah. So with the chat GPT, with chat GPT, just be careful. So you want to make sure when you do the chat GPT that you just verify, depending on what you're looking up. Now, if you're looking up something simple, you might get the right answer. But if you're looking at something that you just need to be verified, just verify with other sources and stuff like that.
Right. That's how I do it. So I got the chat GPT and I got DeepSeek. You know about that one?
Who? No, I don't know about that.
It's DeepSeek, like in big a lot, and I got this joint called Gemini on my phone too.
I heard of the Gemini. So just like I said, just whatever you do, depending on what you're looking up, just verify it. That's all.
Okay.
All right.
I got you.
All right. No sweat.
I'm about to put my order in though.
Definitely, I got you. No sweat out. Hey, to Kebby Jr., he says, your boy God Logic has now been defeated every day in London. He's calling for your help. I don't know what you mean, Kebby. Send me what you're talking about. Just send me what you talk about as far as being defeated in London. Just send it to me. Next caller, 973. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Cap?
What's up?
My name's Shy from Newark.
All right, Shy from Newark. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be in Newark. When I leave the gym, I got to go get me some more. What's happening? Wait, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Caller, hold on. All right, go ahead. What's your question or comment?
Hey,
wait, hold on. Wait. Before you go, Katazai, why you yelling my name like that? Why is Katazai yelling my name? But go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, Cap, I just had like two quick questions. All right, like when it comes to the Israelite community, like for example, you got brothers out there that's, getting a message and they think kind of everybody is all in layman's terms, it is all in the same sense, but when you listen to you and other people, it's y'all say y'all not joined with other camps or anything like that.
Right.
Collectively, why can y'all like not come together or like?
Well, you got, for example, you got that gay group Sakari. Why would we join that? That's a whole gay group. They leader getting fucked in his ass. Why am I joining that? Then you got, I don't know if let me answer. Then you got I'm gonna bring it full circle why we say what we say. Then you got this group GOCC that I was just on the phone with. They say the Lord's name wrong, and they believe white people can be a part of their school. That's one. You got another organization, IUIC, that Jesus is Nate. They will lock you up. They've unalived people, done nothing about it in their organization. So now when you take that, the reason why we say we're not affiliated, so from the outside world, it's like they all saying they Israelites. Why aren't they together? You are Israelite to me. WAC 100 is an Israelite to me. The 100 side is Israelites to me. But I'm not joining to nobody, and I don't know what they do. When I say I'm ISUBK 100, I know what ISUBK allows. I know what we disallow. I know that if there's a sin that happens with a brother or a sister in the school, ISUBK is going to deal with it outright. If there's an issue that happens, ISUBK is not going to hide it. So I can align myself with that. I am 100% ISUBK. I can't speak for other. As a matter of fact, the GOCC caller brought out how this other group in North Carolina had a whole lesbian teaching them like it was a nigga. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, listen, wait. Hold on 1 second. Caller, hold on. All right, y'all, these gonna be my last calls. And you know what's crazy? When the woman, when they finding out that the woman might be, that the man might be a woman, they pulled her to a side of a tree and said, pull your dick out.
Oh, wow.
I'm not joining that shit up. I can't do that.
All right. I got you. I got you.
Listen, she sent them a video where she pulled a dick and put a fake dildo through the boxer hole. And they was passing, listen, and then they texting the video and letting it circulate. Niggas asked me if I want the video. I said, hell no, I don't want the video.
All right.
Go ahead. What's the next question?
Well, I got a second part to that right there. But I'm gonna ask you the other question after this. So collectively, like, could y'all get under like one roof in a sense, in layman's term?
Yeah. So I've always asked. Yes. I've always said to let's sit down and have the conversation. They just refuse to. So they won't even come to the table to even hear what we have to say. So they can't even do that. And neither have they ever
hierarchy.
It's about pride. It's about power.
Yeah,
it's always
pride,
right.
Power.
It's about all of that because, and they've never invited us. Like when they have their little unity thing, there's only one brother. I'm gonna get this one brother his props. There's this brother. I met him on Clubhouse. His name is Corey. Right? I keep forgetting his Hebrew name, but his name is Corey. He's the only brother that actually invited me to a unity camp that they was having. I just happened to be out of town. Outside of that, no Israelite in the world has ever invited us to any type of unity thing or anything. Daniel Allah from Lions of Israel, he's invited me to like their cookouts. So they don't invite us, but I've invited them to everything that we've had. There's not an event. Whenever I go out of town, I always say, hey, I'm going to be here. Y'all could pull up. I invited IUIC to my Atlanta school. When we thought they were straight men, I invited Sakari to my school. They came. So we've done those things to at least have the conversation. They won't do that or come to it. Okay. Let me go even further. My man's about one more. I remember when the situation happened with IUIC and us in Kansas. And Zabak was on Clubhouse, and Zabak was over there crying about, the things that we've said about them in the past. I'm the one that brokered the peace between ISBK and Zabak's group, HOI. Since that time, nobody in my school has said anything about HOI except me occasionally when I make a point. But nobody has said nothing, but they still hold a grudge.
Wow.
So it ain't me.
Little short Shabbat from Brooklyn, or
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy. And I met him, but just trying to get the teachings from all y'all and everything.
Now I just need to get your second question because my pre-workout. For those that don't know, when I take the pre-workout, get the kicking in and stuff. Hold on, one more question. Somebody asked about Sons of Thunder. Sons of Thunder is another group that used to come to my Atlanta school. But they leader tripping right now. They leader is super emotional right now, so I don't know what to say about the state of my relationship with Sons of Thunder because their leader is, a little bit emotional right now. But go ahead, what's your second question?
What can you tell me how deep you can go when pause on that?
Because if you ask my ribs how deep I can go.
Nah,
it hit different.
Nah.
If you ask my ribs, now I'm trying to promote. I'm not have to promote my oil. If you ask my ribs, they'll say it hit different. Available now. Wait, one more question. Somebody asked me, have I invited Genesis? I speak to Brother Hassad often through text. So I've invited Brother Hassad to come to the cookouts too. So just let you know. But go ahead, brother.
Oh, all right. So
One more. I'm always gonna do free promotion. You give me an opening, like the brother gave me an opening, said how deep, and then once he said pause, I just wanted to take the pause off the brother. And so I said, you asked my ribs if it hit different. It hit different. But go ahead, brother, you got it. All right, I'm done. I ain't gonna interrupt you again. Go ahead.
All right. So Kat, how much knowledge you can give me on, like, I guess the belief in, like, when we die, like, where did we go? Are we reincarnated?
You said, where do you go in the Bible?
Well, yeah, or like reincarnation. I heard you speak something of it.
I got two scriptures for you. So the first scripture you go to, right, is Ecclesiastes 12:7, right? So Ecclesiastes 12:7 says, "Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it." That's life. See how it says the spirit returns to God? That gets rid of the whole concept of heaven and hell, right? That's part 1. Here's part 2. 2nd Esdras, the 14th chapter, and the 35th verse. It says, "For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. Then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared." Now there's more, but those two are absolutely direct and cold. You can't get around those.
That's meaning like after death, a godly effect takes place.
No, not a godly effect takes place. So when you die, your spirit goes before the Lord. You're judged based on that life that you just died from. When you're born again, your life is a reflection of that life.
Oh wow! So that's when you get to read the part of reincarnation.
That's correct. So when you born fucked up, you was fucked up. When you born blessed, you was blessed. When you born, or you could be born as an example. You know what I mean? Like the scriptures say, the spirit of a prophet is subject unto the prophets. So when you see prophets today, they was prophets before. That's what the Bible says. So that's how you look at it.
Okay.
All right.
So lastly, to what you're saying, is it like a specific time to be reincarnated?
No, that's up to the Lord.
Like
no, I know what you're asking. That's up to the Lord. The Lord controls that.
So we remain spirit until that happens.
Yeah.
If it happens. Okay. Yep. Okay.
Damn, wait. Okay, no, I appreciate you too, brother. Listen, man, all right, brother, I appreciate you, man. Till next time. All right.
Good one.
Peace. I'm glad this brother misses me. Doing it right now. Let me tell you how bad y'all niggas is. Let me tell you how bad my niggas is. That hit different than already sold out on that. I gotta restock it. That's how bad y'all niggas is. Let me give that hit different a number that it'll never go away. Let me go right here. So the hit different done sold out already. Y'all don't listen, when y'all get this hit different, let me just put 100 in there. And just cover it. When y'all get that hit different, just remember I told you about it. When you get you a new rib and you have a kid, just put this on somewhere in the name. Nah. All right, hit different. I just restocked it. Let me let the brother know. To the last call, I should say. It says Michael Thomas in my phone. You the only person on. Oh, they hung up too. Oh, they didn't want to talk to. Thank the Lord. Hold on, let me restock. LOL, it's done. Telling y'all, man, you want to hit different. Can you imagine? Oh, let me think about it. Listen, you know how much wordplay you can give to your ribs off this name hit different? Hey, Hawar, can you text me that scripture you just put in the chat? Do you know how many names, what type of name flips you could do with that hit different, man? Do you know what you could do? Ugh. Woo. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. I was going to walk with y'all to the gym. I was going to let y'all walk me to the gym, but I don't think I'm going to do that. It's hot. I wanted to wear my hoodie because I really want to sweat. I'm right now, I'm going to give y'all a little health thing. Right now, I'm 200. So when I went to the doctor, like, I think it was like 3 weeks ago, I went to the doctor, did my little checkup. Thank the Lord. Let me tell y'all something, man. When I went to the doctor, I'm going to tell y'all, so when you get to a certain age, they have you get tested for, I think, prostate cancer or something like that. Let me see if make sure I ain't got no glare. They have you get tested for prostate cancer. So with the technology today, That I think colon cancer, whichever cancer where they got to go on your ass to test. And let me tell y'all something. I was dreading getting Gorilla Hebrew. I was dreading it. I was dreading having to go to the doctor and get Gorilla Hebrew. I did not want to get Gorilla Hebrew under no circumstances. When I say I'm a savage, I'm an absolute goddamn savage. I did not want to get Gorilla Hebrew. So, but with today's technology, they have this thing where they send you this can or whatever, and you defecate in it. And when you defecate in it, you send it back. So I went, defecated into the can, shipped it off, and then they said based on that test, they'll determine when they test the feces, they'll test if I need to get it. Bro, let me tell you. So when I go get the physical, right, so when they test you for AIDS and all that type of blood work and all that shit like that. When I went to the doctor, I did not care about the AIDS test, none of that. Because I didn't have none. I didn't care about. All I wanted to know was, did I have to get Gorilla Hebrew? So he running through the whole exam, and he was like, Alicia, I'm dead serious. I didn't care about the AIDS. I didn't care about nothing. I didn't care about high blood pressure, diabetes. I didn't care about nothing. Just let me know if I got to get Gorilla Hebrew. And they came back and they running through it. And they was like, yeah, your colon test came back clean. You good to go with that? I said, so I ain't got to get that done? Oh, I was so happy. But then the doctor was like, he said, so my weight was like 256 and a half. So we'd say 257. And so, yeah, I was sweating real bad. Listen, I had got counseled. I talked to Jennifer Hyman about the shit. Jennifer Hyman was like, well, they might put you to sleep. I said, okay, that's cool if they put me to sleep, but then I don't want to be sleeping. Then they playing with my ass. I'm not Gorilla Hebrew. I don't want nobody playing with my asshole. I did not want that. I don't want to be sleep. It's sleep good because you ain't going to feel the pain, but then you don't know what they doing back there. Yo, y'all are the best, yo. Let me tell you something. Y'all are, when I say I love y'all, that's an understatement. I love the hell out of y'all. Because I tell y'all, I be telling y'all shit I would never tell nobody. I'm just letting y'all know. But anyway, so now, so I'm 250, well, I was 257. I done dropped 4 pounds. I'm down to 253. My goal is to get to 240. So that's why I want to wear this sweater to go up in the gym. So I say all that to say, make sure you're staying healthy, man. Health is subjective. So everybody's not going to be skinny. Everybody's not going to be fat. Everybody's not going to be medium. But just make sure you're taking care of your health. Make sure you're eating right. Make sure you're living right. Diet and exercise go hand in hand. Yeah, I'm tall. I'm 6'5". So I ain't like little. I'm big. So you just want to make sure you're eating right. Make sure you stay healthy. Make sure you do all of that. All right? Until next time, Shalom, Israel.